Hello and welcome back. Before we get into some playing, we're going to go ahead and go over all the parts of the guitar so that way we're fully knowledgeable of the instrument that we're going to be playing. So there's three main parts of the guitar: the body, the neck, and the headstock. On the body over here, we'll start off all the way at the end. We have our strap buttons. What our strap buttons do is that basically you attach a strap to them so that way when you stand up, straps on there nice and tight. Underneath the guitar over here, as you can see, we have our input jack. Basically we plug in the cord into the input jack, it goes into the amp, carries the sound. Over here we have our volume and tone knobs. As you can tell, I have one volume knob and two tone knobs. This varies at times. It depends on what kind of guitar you have. I've seen ones with just one volume and one tone, or with just a volume without any tone. So it depends on the guitar you have. And obviously volume makes it louder and softer. Tone sort of cuts your sound, makes it a little bit deeper or a little bit brighter. Here we have a toggle switch. Now what this does is this changes our pickup selection. So for example, if I'm all the way down here, I'm using different pickups. If I change it up here, different pickups, and so on. This also varies on a lot of guitars. Sometimes you maybe have two options or three options. This guy over here we call the bridge. A very important part of the guitar. This is where we anchor our strings in that come on right through the body of the guitar. Bridges also vary on different types of guitars, but the principle is the same with them, that they basically anchor your strings. Moving further up over here, these are our pickups. As you can tell, on my guitar over here, this pickup is a humbucker. There's two of them put together over here. These two are single coil pickups. The humbucker itself tends to have a little more of a well-rounded sound, if you will. It's a bit more lower end, if you will. Over here we have the single coil pickups, which are more high end. Sounds a little bit brighter, a little bit tighter up on the high end. Of course, these vary on different guitars too, so maybe yours are different, but they still serve the same purpose. So now let's move to the neck of the guitar. On the neck over here, we'll start off with these guys. You see these little dots over here, right? Now what these dots are called, they're called your position markers, right? Now, position mark is very important because this will be your referencing point for your frets. When we start talking about put your finger here or there, you'll be able to see that your third fret's here, your fifth fret's there. So start making references as soon as possible to your position markers. Followed by that, we have our frets themselves, these metal pieces right in between. These separate our notes. So that way you get a nice crisp sound when you hit the right note. But don't play on the metal piece. Play between the metal pieces. So play between the frets, never on the frets. Let's go further on up the neck over here, and we have the nut. The nut's this plastic piece over here that's used to guide the strings to the headstock. Further up on the headstock, we have what are known as tuners, but the proper term is machine heads. What you do with machine heads is that you turn them left or right to go ahead and change your pitch of the string to keep you in tune. So those are your basic parts of the guitar, and definitely memorize them because you're going to be using them.